of universities worldwide. So that's a great thing about the campus. As I mentioned, there's over 500,000 alumni around the world. So the alumni network is very strong in San Diego and other cities in Southern California, such as Los Angeles. There's a strong entertainment alumni network in Hollywood, so that's a great thing as well. And it's a part of the Cal State University system, which is comprised of 22 public universities across the state. So it used to be 23, but now it's 22. It's considered one of the top CSUs along with Cal State San Luis Obispo. And the location is considered in an urban setting located in the college area. So the great thing about it, it's 10 to 12 miles from beautiful beaches such as Ocean Beach and Mission Beach. And it's also pretty close to malls such as Mission Valley and Fashion Valley Mall. A great thing about the campus is that it's located to the trolley station. So when I was on campus, I didn't have a car until my junior year, but I would ride the trolley to many different areas of San Diego. So before I go on to the next one, I want to see if there's any questions. Let's see. Okay. Oh yeah. So yeah, I'll make sure to share the slides as well. But please stop me if anyone has questions. So I'd love for this to be like an interactive presentation. Additionally, so what is the price for tuition at San Diego State? So it's about 19,500 per year. Additionally, you have room and board and books as well. So books are about $1,000 per year. Room and board's about 23,000 per year, or actually 24,000 per year. There's approximately around 30,000 undergraduate students, and the graduation rate is pretty high at 78%. The great thing about state is 93% of the students are employed 1 year after graduation. So that's really great. It just shows that there's a really high employment rate. Applicants are not required to submit SAT scores or college essay, which is great. And that's like that with all Cal State schools. So it's test optional now. And additionally, there are 10 cultural centers on campus that address equity, justice, and inclusion. So the great thing is when I went to San Diego State, we actually voted for these things and we raise money for them. So it's great to have like a Black Resource Center on campus and a cross-cultural center and a women's resource center. So what does academic life look like at San Diego State? So for one, the student to faculty ratio is like 24 students to one faculty member. So you get a lot of attention at State, which is great. There's a lot of like attention that you can get from professors, also from your teacher's assistants. The most popular majors on campus would be business admin. There's a lot of business admin majors there. Like the CEO of Rubio's is from San Diego State, and there's other businesses as well. I don't know if Costco is one of them, but there's a lot of San Diego State. There's a lot of businesses that originate from San Diego State, which is great. Also, psychology is a popular major, along with biology and accounting. So these are just top majors that you see people get at San Diego State. I have a lot of friends that were nursing majors that went there as well. So what does academic life look like at San Diego State? So for one, you have international experiences, so you can study abroad. That's one thing I wish I would have done, but a lot of students do study abroad. I will be able to get an opportunity to actually go to Mexico in May, which is really great to visit their Central American Center in Oaxaca, Mexico. So that's really great. And so students get opportunities to do those type of things. Also, you can research and do innovation projects, so they can fund opportunities for undergraduate students and also summer funding opportunities as well. And as I mentioned, there's also internship and mentorship opportunities. So I've mentored maybe like 5 or 6 students throughout my time of being an alumna with the Aztec Mentorship Program and also with HB Keep, which is like for Black students. So those are really great opportunities to get an alumni mentor who can help guide your student throughout the process. So how can I get involved on campus? So there's 17 sports programs on campus. I wasn't an athlete, but I do know people that did do basketball or baseball. So those are just a couple of them, but there's also other opportunities that you can do as well. This doesn't include intramural, which is also a popular thing that people like to do. But these are sports that you can actually get into the program. Like you can potentially get a scholarship for them. So what is it like living on campus? So there's 7 first-year housing options. As I mentioned, I live in University Towers, and with UT, the way it was set up was that there was like a room, and then we had a bathroom in between, and then another room. So it was a really cool way to be able to get that opportunity to live on campus. There's also 15 sophomore and upper division housing options. And then all students who don't live in SDSU's local region are required to live on campus during their first and second years. So it's a great way to make friends if you live on campus, also from different backgrounds, like we always say. And it's also a higher possibility to get better grades since students can get to classes faster and have access to the library and tutoring. So when I was on campus, I would often go to the library. And I also made a lot of friends because I lived in the dorms, and it was just great to be able to walk over to people's rooms and to be able to hang out with them. Okay, Cassandra, I will talk about that afterwards. What is special about living in San Diego? So I grew up in San Diego and I love it because the weather is always nice and sunny for the majority of the time, very similar to LA. That's one thing that's great about it. It's same region, like in terms of weather, and you get the great weather from it. Also, there's a lot of beaches, which is nice. So students often will go to the beach. Like I would hang out with my friends and we would go to the beach oftentimes. And you can also take the trolley to Mission Beach and things of that nature. And it's great proximity to Los Angeles. It's 2 to 3 hours away from LA, so students can go home in half a day if they want to. They can either drive or get a ride with someone else or to take the train. Oftentimes, when I go to San Diego, I'll take the Amtrak to San Diego or we'll drive. But it's just nice to be able to have those options. Also, what is special about living in San Diego? Great traffic and public transportation. Like, unlike LA, like you're not bumper to bumper traffic. Sometimes during the day you have that, but for the most part, traffic is moving, which is nice. That's why it's always nice to go out there. Students can have their car on campus. So as I mentioned, I got my car my junior year. It's a little trickier though, because you have to pay for parking on campus, so you have to be mindful of that. But if you don't have a car, there is great public transportation with the trolley station on campus. As I mentioned, students can also take the Amtrak, MetroLink, Coaster, or bus. Another great thing that I loved about San Diego is that, and specifically going to San Diego State, is that we had a close-knit Black community on campus and with San Diego. A lot of my closest friends, we've been friends for 20 plus years, and we met in college. And like I remember getting on a Zoom with everyone during COVID, and there was like 40 of us that went to San Diego State. So we're are very much so like a family still, and we still help each other out, even though a lot of us live in LA now. Um, Also, since the Black student population on campus is smaller, as I mentioned, we're very close knit. And also, Black faculty and staff on campus often serve as mentors to students. Like, they're specifically like within the Black Student Science Organization, you don't have to be a science student. My mentor is Dr. Estrelita Martin. She's the dean of the student, I think the dean of student affairs in the College of Sciences. I could be wrong, but she served as a mentor to me. And she and her husband were actually at my wedding last year. And they would always have potlucks at their house. So they would always do those on Saturdays and just invite students to come over and get a meal. And so it was just a great way to fellowship and to get to know mentors on campus. And there's just so many Black faculty and staff members and other staff members as well that look out for students, especially those that are like first generation students or an EOP. And then I have some helpful resources here as well that you can click on to get more information about what I discussed today. But are there any questions? As Deacon Wilson said, it was a pretty short presentation, but wanted to know if there are any specific questions. And I can address the ones in the chat first. Someone asked about the summer funding opportunity works.
Well,
So I
Brianna, I did. put the technical answer there in terms of financial aid. It depends a lot on your package, 26, 27. Hey, Sister Cassandra, is he a senior? So junior, okay. I heard saw your lips there, your microphone's closed. But so you can make that 27, 28. You can, when you file the FOFSA a year from now, it depends on the awards you get for that determines what money is available in the summer. So if you only got loans because of your income, then you'll have loans in the summer. There are ways for them, financial aid office, to put that together if that's what you meant. Now, most students will go to two-year college if they want to get ahead in their credits, take as many classes as they want in the summer. I don't know if that was what you had in mind. Hey, but I want to ask you, Brianna, did you ever take summer classes at San Diego State?
Not at San Diego State. I
Okay.
actually did not take them, but I took them in high school, like at a community college,
Yeah.
and that helped me get through a lot of my Spanish classes.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Anybody else with questions? Are there any students here? I don't know that there are. Whether there's any
I'm
students.
here, Deacon Wilson.
Hi,
Hi,
Zoe.
Zoe.
Hello.
Any questions for our expert today?
I can't think of any off the top of my head. But my dad might have some questions.
Can I ask one for you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna pretend I'm you. Okay.
Okay.
So, Brianna, did you ever you went to go to any football games?
Yes. I
And a
actually, yeah.
marching band, yes.
Yes, I went to a lot of football games. On campus, they were free to us. I think they're still free to us now, but we have a beautiful stadium now called Snapdragon.
Yeah, I wanted you to say that.
And I actually got the opportunity to go on the field during homecoming and accept homecoming ball because I'm the alumni board president. So that was a really cool opportunity. But yeah, they have really great.
Did you ever know anybody in the marching band? Zoe here is an expert march
Oh,
band person.
oh, nice. Well, I mean, I was in orchestra in high school, so I knew some people that did go to band in college, but not at San Diego State's marching band. But they do have excellent program though.
All right, just thought I'd ask for Zoe on her behalf. Am I smart, Zoe?
Very. Thank you for that.
I was also gonna say they do have the SDSU Diamonds, which is kind of like a majorette group that they had started. And so like they have like the marching band, but if anyone's like a dancer and wants kind of like that HBCU experience, but in California, they do have a majorette team that's been around for a decade. And if anyone knows the rapper Sweetie, she was actually a part of that. And so she started at San Diego State and then she transferred to USC afterwards, but she was a part of that majorette team when they first started. So that was pretty cool.
Hey, Amber, you hearing this? Amber? I know she hears me. Let's find out.
Hi.
Oh, okay. You never know what I'm gonna do. So did you hear all this? What do you
Yeah,
think?
I did. I think I actually do like the rapper.
Okay,
I
yeah, she
like her
was a
song
part of our
Icy.
majorette team. Yeah, that was really cool. So yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Anybody else? Any questions? I see some new people
Hi,
here.
Deacon Wilson. This is Leon. I did have a question going back
The
to a
executive
slide.
producer of the presentation.
Say it again.
You're the executive producer. Go ahead.
Oh, not me. Not even close. But um, I did have a question going back to the slide that kind of outlined the financial cost for the university. So
Yeah. Oh,
and
yeah.
Brianna,
30. Yeah, go ahead. 32,000.
yeah, I don't know if she had it, if she could bring it back up, but I,
Sure.
I just wanted to know was so those the expenses outside of tuition were those additive? So it's 20
Those.
like for housing is
Yeah.
23 or 24K on
That's
top of the 20K.
no. She's thinking about direct cost.
Okay.
Yeah,
Tuition, room and board. We seem to talk that way automatically.
yeah.
Yeah, we're talking about what's on the bill. Because I
Mhm.
never heard anybody stop out and say, "Oh, boy, the books and the travel are too much. I gotta come home." It's usually going to be tuition, room and board. And at 42,000, I did the analysis in our last session, right? At 42,000 with most majors, the return on investment is very realizable for the student. When we start getting to 60 and 55 and 70 and 80 and 90, it gets kind of interesting.
Okay.
And
Okay,
remember,
so
San Diego
okay, so
State is one.
I can
San Diego,
read that. I can read that as 42, 43K per
yeah,
year.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And I'm sure I can tell from the numbers that are being used there that housing is a little on the high end. You can get housing lower, and there are other
Mhm.
ways to control the cost, but that's basically what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And as someone who lived on campus all 4 years, I think it was a great experience. I would highly recommend it. As I mentioned, I made a lot of friends that way, and it was just easy to be so close to everything that was happening. So I highly recommend it if you can do so to
Yeah.
have your students live on campus.
To double check that tuition cost, though. I think it's really 95, but
Okay.
I
Yeah,
think,
I'll
I
double
think it's
check
more like
it.
32,000 to go to San Diego State. It might be, brother. We'll check it out for you. We'll have it corrected in the view graphs. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Brianna, did you actually answer the question for the summer funding opportunity? Is that an opportunity for students to come on campus during the
Oh, from
summer?
high school. From high school.
Right, but
Oh,
Oh,
is it an opportunity for the students to come on campus during the summertime, or what exactly is that? I'm sorry.
no worries. That was actually for students that are interested in getting their research funded. So if they're undergraduate student, because it's a research university and they want to do research, they can get those opportunities funded. However, there is a program that we used to have, and I don't know if we still do, called Harambe Weekend, where you can actually attend if you're interested in SDSU. And you can attend and get a feel for what it's like before going on campus. Actually going to look it up right now to see if it's still there.
I think it is. I
But
think
you can do that. And then also EOP. If you happen to be admitted into EOP, then you can actually
Mhm.
they used I think they still do it where you can live
Yep.
in
Yep.
dorms and
2 weeks.
take
2
classes.
weeks.
Mhm.
2 weeks. Yeah, in the summer.
So how did
What is EOP?
Educational
Education
Opportunity
Opportunity
Program.
Program.
It's need based and first generation based.
So I can share really quickly. So Harambe Weekend is still a thing that they actually started that when I was in my senior year. I don't know when it is this year. They don't have it updated yet. But basically, it welcomes students to the campus who are admitted in their families as well.
Oh, it's
Um,
admitted students. That's right.
yeah, and so they do all of this stuff. They have a parent forum, financial aid presentation, introductions. So I think it's supposed to be up very soon. This is 2025. So we'll keep you all posted when they do 2026, but I will put this in the chat. But that's another opportunity for them to go on campus. Additionally, there is an African Student High School Conference that is happening in a couple of weeks, and I'm
Yeah.
actually a product
I'm,
of that.
yeah, I'm gonna put the website thing up there.
Okay, I'm actually a product of the ASU High School Conference because we used to go when I was in high school, but basically it's an opportunity to get to know about the campus, to get to meet students that are already there, to get to meet students that are interested in going, and it's just a really great way to get to know the campus more. And I got the opportunity to actually organize it my senior year. So I highly recommend to try to go to that too. It's on Friday, the 6th, February 6th.
Oh, it's not on here. Okay. Yeah, I'll send you the information on that. So I'm emailing about that shortly again. But as for juniors visiting CSU campuses, which what I think your sister Cassandra has a junior, and going to classes on their own, I guess living there. It's something that post-pandemic I have not seen come back. CSUs pretty much are not doing that. It's admitted students that they're focusing on giving them campus opportunities. It's not something you find. And then when private schools offer it, they're extremely expensive. I don't know if you've looked into that, Sister Tompkins, but they tend to be, if you go to like USC has a program during the summer for 11th graders, it's about $5,000.
Actually, Donovan did the UCLA still has their program
Yeah,
where
they have a
they offer it for
C.
sophomores. So he
Uh,
was able to take advantage of that opportunity in his sophomore year. So they still offer those opportunities. You just have to go on their website and actually fill out the forms for it.
that's UC. How many weeks is that?
It was for the weekend. It was
Yeah,
the
that's what I thought. Yeah.
yeah.
Not they used to do summer residencies for 11th graders before the pandemic. All the CSUs, that was UC, and UCs were doing those. And they were 3 and 4 weeks. I noticed after pandemic, they didn't come back.
Mm.
Some things didn't come back because of the cost of those programs and the diminishing enrollment and that no one wants to talk about in CSU and UC.
Okay.
Okay. But there are a lot of campus opportunities for weekends. LMU has a nice one. Some of them cost more than others. You got to just shop around. UCLA will always do something. The SEED program is one. We partnered with them 2 summers ago and did something. Our students went there and came to our summer program, et cetera, et cetera.
So Sonia said some of the HBCUs have free or affordable summer programs for high school students like Prairie View. That's great. Yeah, I think any type of program like that is really helpful because it gives students an opportunity to see what college life is like.
Yeah, I have other things I think about with that, but being a father, I'll leave that alone right now.
Anyone else have any questions about San Diego State or anything about my experience there?
Okay.
Or is anyone?
I have a question.
Yes.
My son just got his acceptance to San Diego State for next fall, and his major is journalism communication. So how was your experience with the journalism program there at San Diego State?
Yeah, no, that's a great question. I really love my experience there. I had a lot of great professors. A lot of my professors are no longer there, but they have a really great program, and I was able to speak to some people from it was like PSFA, that's the college. So I was able to speak to some individuals recently about it. When I was there, we were really learning about social media, so I'm sure it's really ingrained at this time. I actually have a friend that is on the advisory board for journalism. So if you wanted to exchange information, I can get in touch with her too, and maybe she can reach out to your son. But yeah, I really had a great experience. I learned a lot about journalism and communications. And the way that I use it now is I write for my friend's magazine, which is really cool. And nowadays you can do a lot with journalism on your own. Like you can be your own, like, you can start your own publication. You can do so much online. So there is a really great path for it. So I really loved my experiences. I took a lot of really great film classes. I took a lot of great writing classes. And I also did like sociology as well. So I learned about like the sociology of media. And so I really enjoyed my experience and I would highly recommend to get into that major. Yes, I will share it. Yes, it looks like I have another question.
Oh, hi, Brianna. First of all, I want to apologize for being late. And if this question's already been asked, I am so, so sorry.
No worries.
I hear the Regina son got admitted. Congratulations. Have all the acceptances gone out, or how are they sending out their notices, acceptances or non-acceptances?
I'll take that question. I have special knowledge of that. San Diego State has always admitted in 3 bunches. I don't know how to say it any other way diplomatically. The sure bets have already been admitted, the ones that have the highest or something else strategic about them. They've been admitted already. The second group will be out in the next 2 weeks. Then the third group will be by March 1st. There's 3 groups. That's how they do it. 3 groups. So you guys, it's not over yet.
When was that last group?
By March 1st.
Okay.
March 1st. Yeah. So you'll hear about people getting in. Ignore it. Wait to see that we're after March 1st. And they will tell you if you're not in. Don't worry. They'll tell you very clearly if you're not in. But they won't do that till around the end of February, beginning of March. So you'll hear people getting in and it raises the stress level. Just hold on, just wait, let it play out.
Yeah.
That's my advice on San Diego State.
No, that's great. That's great advice. I would also advise like your students to, if they're on social media, like on Instagram or TikTok, to follow those pages because you get to know more about like what the students are doing and to get to know some of the students as well.
Are you waiting?
So I highly recommend that so so they have a better feel of knowing what the campus is like. And also don't be intimidated by there will be like a lower number of students of color there, but don't be intimidated by that because as I mentioned, like we had such a great tight-knit community there. There's a lot of support. So I just want to emphasize that because when you walk on campus, a lot of times you don't see students that look like us. But we are doing a lot as students, as alumni, to have better representation of all the students that attend.
So a tight-knit Black community. I would like to be clear
Yeah.
about that.
And also students of other, I made so many friends because
Yeah,
of all the
yeah.
cross-cultural center. Like I made friends in the Pacific Student Islanders Association and Asian Pacific Islanders Association. So in MECHA. And so it's everyone is really like wanting to advocate for each other. And so that's a beautiful thing as well. And I always say like students really run that campus. And so we really have a great voice and we were able to really make changes. So that's a beautiful thing that I loved about going there as well.
Okay.
Yes.
I know you guys have probably talked about this before, but I noticed that the SAT is not necessarily a requirement, but would you suggest that your student take that to,
Oh, yeah, they should take it if you
Yeah.
want them to go to a private school and get
Mhm.
merit awards.
well, I'm talking about more so your UCs or the
They
school.
don't even read it. It's out against the state law to read it.
Mhm.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear your question.
Against the state law to read it.
Mm,
It's against the law. In
mm.
this state, we do not require at all. There are no test schools, CSU and UC. Now, what people think is going to happen in the future, which is not relevant, it won't affect your class, is there may be some alternate tests that UC will have to implement because it's getting hard for them to determine who should get in without a test. But that's not going to affect 27. I predict in 28 we'll see it. The SAT has no effect on our state schools in California. I won't bother to tell you how we got there. I have videos on if you want to check them out under SAT videos. But you might still take it because of the private schools.
Yeah.
Right?
I think it also helps though to take it. I know it's different than the GRE, but just to have a feel for it. Because if you go get your master's one day, you're gonna have to take the GRE. So it's like good just to have like that experience of taking a standardized test.
Or anybody else? This is for
Isn't
you.
it also out of state public schools may also require the SAT? I know
Very
California
few.
public schools.
Very
But
few.
okay.
There are some. There are some.
Yeah.
But you're gonna pick one. If you pick North Carolina, yeah. If you pick the selective out of state schools, yeah. But Arizona State and Arizona. See, Arizona, you need it for scholarship. Arizona State doesn't care. So it depends on the state. But I mean, you got like Penn State, sure you need it. That's a selective school nationally. I don't believe they let cats in there. So you do need it for some public universities.
It could be a certain species. You can get in if you're a certain species of cat, Deacon Wilson. You have to be
Yeah,
a
that's
certain
right.
species
Yeah,
of
I
cat.
think I have 2 cats here. I think my snowshoe would probably get in.
Any other questions or comments?
I tell you, we always get some good questions here, boy.
Mhm.
Ooh, it's tight.
Is anyone on here decided that they're going to go to San Diego State yet, or is everybody kind of in limbo?
Kind of waiting for the offer, maybe, or
Yeah, it's early.
we had a couple here. I don't see her here today, 2 of them, where the students already got it and said, I'm not going no matter what. I hope they get to see the video later.
Yeah.
I do have it streaming right now.
Yeah, I also wanted to mention we are starting up a Los Angeles alumni chapter.
Oh, you
And
are?
as a part of that, we do send-off events like in August. And so we'll keep you all in touch if anyone here decides to go. It's a great way to meet other students from Los Angeles that are going and also alumni that can like provide support or advice. And so just keep that in mind. And I'm always here too if anyone has any questions or on the fence about deciding where you want to go.
Okay. Sonia, has he heard yet? Sister Sonia?
No, he hasn't heard from San Diego State yet.
Okay. Okay. All right. I think that may be it. I'm sensing it. Watch the email. She'll send you over the PDF of these view graphs. Just send it to. I'll show you how to see. You know what? I'll send it to the list.
Okay, that sounds good.
I'll go on Zoom and pull it off. And just send them the the presentation. You had a couple things you wanted to check there, and then I will send over the information tonight about the upcoming event. It was not on the site. I remember why now. It is in our social media all over the place. It's on our Facebook. It's all over the place. I did a video on the event, everything. All right, you do want to join our channel. I got some really cool stuff I'm dropping very shortly. And we are going to do the same thing for 2 other CSUs, one UC, and one. I'm trying to get one like something like this for Howard, my former students, to come in and talk to you all about Howard. I'm working on that in Grand Canyon. We pretty much got. So just watch your email. All right. If there's nothing else, let me do here. What do I do here?
Yeah, thanks
You
everyone.
can stop the share there. It's okay. Oh, you already did. Okay, it's just a view issue. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Okay, thank you all very much for coming. And I'm here to answer any questions as the letters come in. And I'm really a great resource. I don't like saying that. It doesn't sound right. I'm a great resource as you try to read the financial aid awards. This is art to how you read the financial aid award. You have to really know how to read that. Make sure you get a hold of me if you need help on any of that. Affordability, how does financial aid work? We've encountered all those situations over the 20-some years. As for juniors, just stay real close. Watch the emails. Got a lot of good juniors here. And a lot of you already are seeing my emails. Just keep an eye on it, okay? All right.
Sounds good.
Thank you all very much.
Yeah, thank you everyone.
Thank you.
Great night.
That's all
Good
right.
night. Take care, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye now.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Okay. All right. Thank you, Farron. Farron did a great job. Is that Royston?
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
It was an
thank you.
amazing presentation. Thank you, Brianna.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that.
It wasn't good.
Thank you.
All right, let me
Looks like you're still streaming on YouTube.
yeah, you're right.